This story isn't mine. It happened to a friend of my dad over 40 years ago. No one was harmed, and it's a tale that's been chuckled over ever since. Joey was in his late teens, working as an apprentice in a tractor workshop. His voice hadn't fully deepened, giving it a feminine tone that earned him the nickname Little Lady from the other technicians. He despised that nickname with a passion. As the workshop's apprentice and errand boy, Joey assisted with technical tasks but was often stuck with menial chores. One of his daily duties was brewing coffee in a thermos flask for the entire crew. Fed up with the constant hazing and on the verge of quitting to pursue a mechanic's course, Joey hatched a cunning plan for revenge. Initially, he considered spiking the coffee with dirt, but he quickly realized that could make people seriously ill. Since the technicians had been giving him a hard time, he decided his payback should involve something fittingly unpleasant. Joey visited a pharmacy in another neighborhood and purchased 32 over-the-counter bisacodyl tablets, a potent laxative. He likely consulted the pharmacist to ensure the medication wouldn't cause serious harm. Knowing he brewed a liter of coffee daily, he calculated that 1 tablet per cup would do the trick. At home, Joey ground the tablets into a fine powder and stored it in a small bottle. The next morning, he slipped the powder into his pocket and mixed it into the first batch of coffee, adding extra sugar to mask any unusual taste. After announcing that the coffee was ready, Joey watched as the crew eagerly drank their cups. Then, with a stroke of mischievous genius, he quietly turned off the water stopcock to the workshop's only toilet. The first technician to use the bathroom had a normal visit and flushed without issue. But as the laxative took effect, CHAOs ensued. By mid-afternoon, a queue of about 15 technicians, all of whom had drunk the spiked coffee, formed outside the toilet door, each one squirming and desperate. By the fourth person, the lack of running water turned the bathroom into a nightmare. The technicians, unable to flush, were forced to endure the stench and, in some cases, soiled their clothes in the process. Joey, meanwhile, was covertly laughing his head off. It was his last day at the workshop, and he savored the sweet taste of revenge. He left that stinking place with a sense of triumph, riding off into the sunset. Years later, Joey owned his own workshop. After a few beers, he'd share this story with his apprentices, who couldn't help but laugh at his teenage prank.